Coming up on this edition of Community Insider, we take you on a wagon train. That's the Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners Wagon Train, a wonderful 2-day event, and we go behind the scenes. I'm Jonathan Womack, along with John Colin Womack. Stay tuned to that and much more on this edition of Community Insider.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
The My Usage app is a way to conveniently pay online, anytime, day or night, from the comfort of your home. You can also come by any Caney Fork Electric office and sign up for the prepay option available using the My Usage app. Know exactly how much electricity is used each day and the cost. Best of all, no monthly bill. You can set up email or text alerts, keep track of your usage, and pay your bill, all with the My Usage app from Caney Fork. Caney Fork Electric, keeping you informed.
Communitytvtn is brought to you by Security Federal Savings Bank, proudly serving the community we call home.
Grace Family Pharmacy announces new medication packaging service. It provides a simpler, safer medication experience through convenient, personalized packaging using the latest in pharmacy robotics. We're located at 357 West Main Street. Our phone number is 931-473-6418.
McMinnville, you're a great place to be. McMinnville, Tennessee.
The Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners usually has 2 wagon trains a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. They continue this great tradition, getting families together to camp out and enjoy the wagon train with some great food, great music, and great fellowship.
I'm Kerry King. I'm the Vice President of Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners. And this is my second year having this ride here at my place. Well, it's my parents' place. And I just like to carry on the generation of the mules and horses or whatever, get together and have a good time. And I guess I've come a long way. It's skipped some generations, but my great-great-grandpa, A.B. Painter, full of mules, and I got his show wagon, and it's still original, and it's 40-something years old, but it just handed me down to me, and I've got it now. And so I just try to carry on with it. It's a lot of hard work, but it's really fun after you get, your stuff harnessed up, get them hooked up, and get out with good friends. You meet good, different people all the time, and it's fun. Just get out and enjoy yourself. And but I want to thank everybody that's helped put this association on. And we cooked tonight. I cooked, and we had a bunch of people, just volunteer to bring food out here, so we just have a good time. But last year we had a good friend, Matt Mose, and I want to donate this to him, this whole ride. He was a really good friend of all of us, and we really miss him. But he was a really good mule guy. I mean, he was just straight up with everybody. He used to be a horse trainer, and I've learned a lot from him. And Danny Vaughn here, he's a good friend of ours, and he's got a couple of things to say about what we've done in the past, and so I'll just turn it over to him.
Hello, my name is Danny Vaughn. Like Kerry said, I belong to the Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners as well. And like Kerry said, this is something that's, the generation now doesn't really do a lot of this. This is kind of old school. Like he said, we do mowing with the old horse-drawn mowing machines. We do plowings, and we just all get together and have a plowing and a mowing. 2018, this organization, Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners, we set out to break the world record for the most mules plowing at one time in a field. I had saw it on the internet. An association out in Iowa was attempting to break it with horses. So I kind of pitched it to one of our meetings one night. I said, hey guys, I said, this is mule country. And I said, we've probably got more than enough mules in this area to break it. So we set out to break the world record for the most mules plowing. Got in touch with Guinness Book of World Records, and 5 years ago, tomorrow will actually be our 5-year anniversary. We achieved that record. Guinness told us that we had to have 61 mules in the field plowing all at one time, simultaneously. So we set out. It took us a year to get it all put together. We advertised it, internet, every equine magazine we could find, everything. Day of the plowing, we had 7 states represented at that plowing. We had 91 mules in the field that day, and we actually broke the record that day. So the Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners own that record. Still stands today with 91 mules. So I mean, that's just what we do. It's just a pretty close-knit family here. We all we talk once or twice a week. A lot of us do, And what are we going to do next weekend? What are we going to do next weekend? And it's like bass fishing, golfing. It's just our hobby. That's just what we love to do. And some people bass fish for a living. Some people hunt for a living. We just try to carry on the generation with the mules. My great-grandfather, as well as, like Kerry said, he was a big mule man, and kind of got me hooked with the mules. And we all, we'll drive them, we'll mow with them, we'll plow with them. I don't know, I think Zach, that you interviewed earlier, I think he's trying to get a little log pulling put together for us. So it's just something we enjoy to do, and it's just, I don't know, I guess it's kind of way of life for us. And it's something that you have to love and want to do, because like Kerry said, it's work. Like Kerry said, with Mac Moats, he was a very active member in this association, and him and his wife Wilma was. We just want to say thank you for what they've instilled in some of us, and just kind of carry that tradition on. So
I would like to say one more thing. We get together every second Tuesday of every month at AJ's in Woodbury. So if anybody wants to come and just eat with us and see what it is, or come and join our little club, hey, you're welcome. We like to have more people, just to carry on this association and come out and enjoy and meet new friends and to see what it's all about.
And it's very family oriented.
Oh yeah.
Our kids, our grandkids, they come. It's a family atmosphere. You can bring your kids, your grandkids, your wife, whatever, your grandparents, and everybody will have a good time. It's just that's what it's all about. Just having a good time and fellowshipping with people and just doing what we're doing here.
Love to do.
Go ahead. Yes, I'm Stanley Browning, and this is Anna. Yeah, well, my daddy grew up working mules. He was born in 1922, and he started working mules when he was 7 years old, and so he worked them on up to in the, late 40s and early 50s till tractors got more popular and everything. And he's told me he never wanted to look at another mule in the hind end. So I always had a passion for equine, so I got in the horse business and fooled with horses for several years. Would run across a mule every once in a while and keep him for a while and work him to wagon, had a riding mule or two and things. Like I said, until I retired and I decided that that's what I wanted to do. And we talked it over, and she wanted to get a pair of horses.
I've been riding horses since I was 3 days old, and I said, just get work horses, not mules. And we've been all over the southeast riding. We went on a 185-mile wagon train in Alabama, from Center, Alabama to Montgomery back in March. And we've been to Loretta Lynn's a few times. We've been Jamestown, East Fort. We've been up there several times riding, and we ride here twice a year. And we got a lot of other friends that have wagon trains at their houses and stuff, and we'll go ride with them. Different ones will host one, and everybody will just, if they can get in, they'll fill in. And just like this right here, we'll just set up camp wherever. We ain't got to have nothing special or special campgrounds or nothing. If we do, that's nice, but we don't have to. And it's just a camaraderie that between the mule people. If somebody needs help, everybody will go help them. I bought this wagon. It was built at Buck's Wagon Shop down in Alabama, and we done a few more things to it and everything. Of course, we put comfortable bucket seats in them out of automobiles and things, and springs on them and stuff to make a ride a little easier. We've got 3 or 4 different wagons. I've got another one sitting up yonder, and we have an old-time Owensboro wagon that we redone and everything. We use it for parades and stuff. And it was actually, that iron-tired wagon was bought at Hillis Hardware, right up here in McMinnville. Yeah. And
So how many events do you usually take your wagons on?
Well, there's a fella, another thing we do, Jimmy Yates up at on Highway 8 up there. We go to his place and haul people when he opens up his little town up there.
I'd like to thank Mr. Kerry King for having us out this afternoon. It's pretty weather. You got a good time for a fall wagon train for Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners. My name is Zach Odom. I'm from Morrison, Tennessee. I own and operate Zach Odom Mule Logging. You can find us on Facebook or YouTube. And what we do, we're a select hardwood timber company that select cuts hardwood timber here in Morrison, McMinnville, Manchester areas. Basically what we do, we use mules instead of skidders, chainsaws instead of feather bunchers. We go in and select cut timber according to species, size, whatever the foresters and the landowners' needs are for the time. And the reason, I guess, why we prefer mules versus skidders, well, the main reason is because it's my background and I love working mules and being with them and being around them. And I kind of got that from my grandfather. And two, I love working in the woods, working with chainsaws, cutting timber, and just being in the woods. I like that. And coming from a cable skidder background in my younger days, so I've been on both sides of that, with skidders and with mules. I prefer working mules, just being around them. And then also I like working the mules mainly because you don't tear up quite as much young timber. We don't pull tree length timber like skidder crews do. The general rule of thumb is with a skidder crew, whenever you fell a tree, you're going to top it, you're going to hook it to a skidder, and you're going to go. And however you got your skid roads cut, a lot of times there's curvy, because it's hilly in this part of the country too. You're going to have curvy roads, and every time you make a round around a curve with a skidder, you're going to skin up young timber in that curve. Versus where with mules, we cut our logs up, we buck our logs in the woods to log length, and then pull the logs out one at a time, or two at a time, depending on the size. You know, we've got a short bob truck that we haul our logs to the mill on. We still run a Savannah side loader truck. They were made in Savannah, Tennessee in the 60s and 70s. We're still running some old technology. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And you know, in today's society, a lot of our mechanized loggers are running well over 50% plus operating expense cost for their income off of timber that they're harvesting, which they can get a lot more production, which justifies the mechanical crews. But with the mechanical crews, they're running, you know, 50+% operating expense, whereas we're running somewhere around 35 to 38%. So we don't have to chase the dollar quite as hard as mechanized crews do. So it doesn't push us to be in the woods in adverse conditions when it's raining and whatnot. Whereas mechanical crews, you know, they kind of need to be working even though it's bad weather. But one advantage we have over that is when it is raining, we can still work because, you know, the mules ain't near as heavy and they're not going to tear up the ground like skidders do. And I'm not going to say, you know, mules and skidders, I'm not trying to pin one against the other. It's a totally different operation whenever you're looking at skidding timber with mules versus skidding timber with skidders. If you're in a hurry and need land payments, you know, now, need money quick, a mechanized crew is the way to go. You know, mule logging's slow, but the advantage to mule logging, when we're done and we leave, there's not much damage. You will have some damage due to felling trees. I mean, you're going to have some collateral damage anytime you cut a tree down and it falls. You're going to have a certain amount of trash left, tops. We don't have a good market in our area in Middle Tennessee for pulpwood. And, you know, it's hard to market pulpwood. It's, you know, it doesn't pay enough per ton to justify hauling it. And we can't haul enough anyway to justify it. So we try to stick with saw logs. You know, and these mule sales and these wagon trains, you know, there's a lot more people that go on wagon trains versus like doing what I'm doing, logging or farming with horses and mules anymore. So to get to socialize much and to see people, you just about got to go to these wagon trains. And you know, for us to get to see some of our old friends and make some new ones, it's a good thing to get to see people, because you don't know when the last time you may get to see them. You know, every year as we go to the sales and wagon trains and whatnot, there's less and less people. You know, Grady and Carrie both mentioned Mac Mokes. He was a good friend to all of us. And Mac passed away this past year, and we all miss him. You know, these older ones have taught me a lot. I've been lucky enough to rub shoulders with quite a few of them that has really helped me in my logging business. It's helped me in my ability to be able to get mules and get them broke, well broke, to a point of making them usable. And I'm very thankful for that. And I've always felt like I've owed a small portion of that back to them for them teaching me and helping me along. So I have started my own YouTube channel. You can look it up, Zach Odom Mule Logging. You can follow our work right there. And I answer most people's questions on those videos on the YouTube. But I started that primarily for people that were interested in mule logging, but that don't have anybody close by that can teach them anything, that can show them anything. I've been blessed and fortunate to have people that taught me a lot and share with me. So I felt like it's my duty to give back to them.
Right, I'm Grady George Jr., and I'm president of Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners. And I've been president about 5 or 6 years. We've had a lot of good events. We've promoted the mules and wagon trains and all kinds of sort of events, mule shows. And me and my guys, we've judged almost every mule show in this area. And we want it to be enjoyable and have the working stock still be working when I'm dead and gone. That's what I want.
What got you into this?
my dad, when I was 18 years old, I was breaking a colt. He come out there in the yard and told me, he said, boy, said, you won't never know nothing about breaking a horse till you break a pair of mules. And I started on it right then. I got me a pair of mules and broke them, kept them for about 8 years. And I got married and had to quit because I couldn't afford mules at that time. So anyways, it was 50 years later that I got back into mules. So and I like them. I really like them. I'm telling you. I do more mule trips than I guess anybody I know. As far as that, me and my wife do. And my granddaughter, my daughter, my son-in-law, we all ride horses, we all drive mules and just enjoy it.
Hi, I am Cindy Odell with Dixie Longears magazine. And Dixie Longears is a promotional tool for the draft mules. And this is a good example of the mules that we promote. These girls are 17 hands plus. They're 5 years old, and they are considered a draft mule. They're out of a Belgian mare and what they call a mammoth jack. And a mammoth jack may stand 14.2 and above, and the most popular ones are about 15 hands. These animals are unique. They are a great educational tool. There's groups that work these animals. They go to schools to educate the kids. They teach kids that these animals can provide you with food on the table. They can work a garden for you. They can put food on your table. They can provide you recreation. The promotion that we do with Dixie Longears is an education basis. It is solely the purpose of promoting the draft mule. They can work, they literally can work any piece of machinery on a farm with the right equipment to hook to it. They will run a motor. They will not run from it. They are not upset with traffic, sirens. All of these mules are very calm, and it's like the more you spend time with them, the more you learn them, the more amazed you can be. So if you're interested in it, DixieLongears.com. This is a great place to start. We can hook you up with somebody if you want to start with a small wagon and an older team and learn what you're doing. There is people all over this country that love to share the knowledge they have on these mules. And you would be surprised at these mules. They do weddings now. They haul people in downtown Nashville. They are, when you go to Bishop, California, these are king. These mules are the boss. You can literally only take a horse to Bishop Mule Days if it's pulling a pack string. That's the only way a horse is allowed on the grounds. So there is so many places that just these mules are golden. I mean, when we get ready to show these mules, they'll come on with their dress harness, their feet are painted. I can squat down behind any of mine, paint their feet. They're just immaculate. When you put, we do 4 across. We've pulled the Queens at Columbia for the past 4 or 5 years. Our girls are a little bit broader than these, and they're over 17 hands, and we put them 4 across. And when you see them all decked out in their harness, shining, feet painted, coming through 60,000 people watching the parade, I mean, it's just breathtaking. And they are that loving and kind. So it's a great tool. It's a great education tool for grandparents to reach grandchildren. It's a gap that can be filled. And there is a lot of 3rd and 4th generation people that work mules. And so it's really interesting to all the events. The places that you can go with them is just, it's unlimited.
Hello, and good morning, I guess. Maybe afternoon. My name's Danny Vaughn, and like I said last night, this belonged to Middle Tennessee Mule Skinners, and this is the third day of our annual fall ride. The good Lord's blessed us with a beautiful day today, good little breeze and stuff, so it's good and cool on us and the mules. Today we've got 16 wagons and probably 10 or 15 horse riders, and just have a good time and enjoy the fellowship with everybody. And we've got people from surrounding counties, Jamestown, Cookeville. We even got one wagon, I think he's from down almost Alabama today. So it's just a good event to be a part of and enjoy. And you know, we're stopped here for lunch right now.
Hey, my name is Travis Owens Whitehead. This is my husband, PJ Owens Whitehead. We're one of the owners of Owens Market. We're located at 708-9 Short Mountain Road here in McMinnville, out in the Blues Hill community. This is the third year that we've had the Mule Skinner wagon train come and visit us. We appreciate them stopping by now for 3 years. We appreciate each and every single person that comes by and visit us. So again, we're located out here at 708-9 Short Mountain Road, out here in the Blues Hill community of Warren County.
Coil flares from Fenner County, Clark Range, Tennessee, a little community of Grimsley where I live. Raised up with a mule, took up the bad habits later in life of fooling with them, and enjoy gathering with a group like this for a wagon ride. We've had a great time. The weather's been great for us, and just enjoy doing it.
I'm Mark Smith. I'm riding today with the Mule Skinners, visiting with them today. Brought my team of spotted saddle mares. I've been raising these spotted horses for about 43 years. Always got some colts for sale. If anybody looking for a colt, you can contact me. And we just come out today, going to do, I think, about a 12-15 mile ride today, and just enjoying the day.